Welcome to EuroC Sucks, the weekly podcast where we review and critique the best and the worst fan-created original characters from the My Little Pony fandom. This show is unscripted and unfiltered, so moderate language will be used. As well, this show can be a little heavy on the critique at times. That being said, if you are easily offended, don't watch. If not, feel free to join us for this week's show. This is episode 18 for the 4th of July! This week we're going to be looking at America. We're going to be saluting the great red, white, and blue this week, so grab a burger, a hot dog, and a beer, and join us for this week's show. My name is Mummified Thunderbirds. I'm the host and show manager. I'm joined by
Commander Sparkle, assistant project manager.
Larry Bobo, I'm in charge of gathering questions and viewer interaction.
And I'm Smooth Sailing, and I'm the editor.
And I'm losing my mind because I haven't stopped working on cosplay for the last 2 months straight.
Yeah.
Fuck my life.
Oh man, that's so many hours straight in a row that you have not slept, ate, or gone to the bathroom.
Or gone to work.
I'm pretty sure I've been fired.
Probably. Too much you don't know because you haven't paid attention because all you're doing is cosplay.
Just building that shit, constant.
Even when you were recording the past weeks.
I was smocking. I was sitting there, needle and thread, just smocking away. But anyway, that is not the most important news, because by the time this comes out, there's going to be bigger news in store for us.
Yeah, maybe my canker sore will be gone, because I'm talking outside of half of my mouth, because half my mouth is numb at the moment.
No, the big thing this week is the fact that we, as you're probably hearing this right now, if you're listening it to the weekend that it premiered on, we are currently at Everfree Northwest.
Yeah.
Not like right now. We're still at home, because it's Sunday.
Yeah.
We're here, we're hanging out.
If you're gonna be there, you message us. We'll try to meet up with you and say hi and other stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll have a whole fan meetup appreciation thing if anybody.
If anyone
actually,
for some ungodly reason wants to talk to us.
Yeah, because we're not anything special. Yeah. So Everfree Northwest is going to be a blast. I can feel it. And you guys can all look and see at the cosplay I've been working on. And be like, wow, Mummified, that looks like a lot of work. You really pulled it out on this one. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, you pulled out.
Wow, Mummified, you did really well.
I hate every single one of
And
these.
if you meet us in real life, you'll finally realize how much of assholes we are to each other.
Yeah,
if you haven't been able to tell so far.
Oh, by the way, that line right there, us 100% of the time.
Us all the time.
200% of the time, dude. The time when we're not even together, we're like that to each other.
Yeah. So, fan art this week. Let's talk about it.
Let me find shit because I have
Paul Locke has expanded upon her alternate AU for
her
our
alternate
OCs?
AU? You're like the people who say
AU.
ATM machine. I hate you.
Paul Locke continued on that whole thing. And it actually looks kind of cool.
Oh, no,
I like it.
Kind
The
of.
power of editing magic.
But yeah, that is awesome. And then we got a
fan fiction about that universe.
Yeah, please. If anyone is actually good at writing fan fictions and stuff, please, that'd be so cool. I mean, of course, after we actually know what I'm supposed to do, because we still don't know. I have no idea. Also, I totally love the whole smooth as best princess piece where you have the phantom horn, toilet paper roll as a horn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's good. I liked it.
Allie made a cute piece.
Allie made another cute piece.
Whoa. Allie made fan art of us? Whoa.
Yeah, she's dedicated.
I don't even...
When does that happen? Whoa.
That's it for the fan art this week. Let's get into the episode as soon as I find the stuff.
While
I started off a rebellion to just completely tear you down.
While you're diaphaning, I'm also totally gonna mention the fake mustaches piece because it's so fucking funny. Look, I'm Mums, nag derp.
Just trying to kind of avoid that one. But hey,
I know you were trying to avoid it because I thought it was fucking hilarious.
It was great.
I don't know what's going on with me in this piece, but okay.
You're getting squished by me and Smooth. Look at Smooth's face.
Squished. Alright, so Die of Fate has rolled a 3. Betty, go. Okay. Ponies, talk.
My OC is Frostwave.
Tell us about it. Tell us about that OC there. Hey, Betty, why don't you tell us about your good OC this week?
I am.
Okay.
Mom's, I'll stab you.
Frostwave. Her key mark is 2 snowflake flowers in the wave. She's a unicorn. She likes flowers and warm days, which is kind of odd because she kind of looks very cold, honestly. Especially with her key mark being snowflake flowers. Her personality is she's not very talkative and she avoids eye contact due to the lack of her social skills. She's wary around strangers, but if you mention flowers, she immediately starts to talk. She's a talkative person if you talk about flowers. She has ice following her around, though she prefers warm weather. She's polite and gentle-natured. Her magic does not match her kitty mark color, it matches her eye color.
Ooh.
And I know that's a big pet peeve for Commander.
But it's not a set in stone thing, so I can't get too pissed.
I mean, Luna kind of breaks your little theory.
What color is Luna's magic?
Blue? Luna's magic is blue.
Yeah.
Looking at the cutie mark, there's not really a lot that could have happened.
Yeah.
I mean, the green, but the green isn't very major.
Her special.
I would have made it blue.
Her special talent is creating
blue on blue on blue.
Yeah, man.
Dude, is this monochromatic? Monochromatic.
Yeah, you could have used that for monochromatic.
Yeah, but too bad it wasn't submitted for like 3 days ago.
What the fuck?
She has a special talent for creating the snowflake flowers that's on her cutie mark. So that's a nice little mix. Like her cutie mark, her talent is literally on her butt. Her fears is never finding home and accidentally freezing someone. Even though her ice isn't strong enough to kill, even though her ice is only strong enough to kill plants, she can't tolerate making others feel cold and feared. She also has a pet. It's a baby yeti called Frostbite. Usually hanging around, like sniffling onto her neck.
Baby yeti.
Don't ask me.
I'm not sure if it's horrifying or adorable.
I love the transition in the stroke color.
Oh yeah.
From on the legs, because that's pretty much what I've been kind of saying when people pick an outline and then do a gradient attached to it. It's like, okay, if you do that, do the whole thing, because it's pretty jarring. Because if it was green throughout, it would cause terrible fate. It would be a terrible, terrible fate.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Like, if you want a good example from the show, look at Cadence's wings. There's a gradient in her wing, but there's also a gradient in the outline that goes with that. You need to gradient both.
Exactly.
And I think it looks... I'm not sure. I feel like, at least from how I'm looking at it, the main coat is just a little bright for my liking in comparison to the most of the rest of the pony. But I do still think that they did a good job with that gradient, and it makes it a lot better. Though are her like legs like blue or whatever because of the whole like theme of ice and stuff that I've gotten? I'm assuming.
I believe so, but there's no real mention of it.
But no, I like this OC and how it looks for the most part. I like the mane because it's a pretty simple thing, but I think having that little flick up part at the top is just a really nice, cute addition that just adds a little flair. Maybe that's just me.
There's an interesting head shape, I guess, for the mare. I mean, Cadence has kind of that same... Wow, we're relating back to Cadence Law on this one. All right, well, let's go with it. Shaped nose. I mean, a couple of mares in the show have it, so it's not that jarring, but...
I'm just going to say this. It only seems to be this picture that really...
Really?
At least... Or is it just... Yeah, because the other... It looks like... Yeah. Yep, it's only this
Smitty.
Yeah?
Talk about your OC some more.
I really like your backstory, even though I didn't cover it entirely. It's nice and it has kind of like a tragedy to it, where she grows up on a tropical island. She's usually a happy kid, and yet she has this weird knack for freezing things. She can't touch flowers because she'll just freeze them to death. And the only reason like she got her special talent is because she was walking and wandering out of her town, and she came across a place that needed flowers, and she just made some.
But I really like the whole fact that she like doesn't particularly like it. She doesn't seem to dislike cold, but she prefers warm. But it is entirely themed around coldness and being cold and ice and stuff. I think it's
that's very interesting.
It's a very interesting thing for the character, and having her grow up on a tropical island also adds to that.
Cool. Right on. Moving on. Die of Fate has, let's get a 2.
Cool.
Commander.
Oh man. So the OC I chose this week was Stormwater by Stormwater 87, and they have a nice longer background and stuff like that. If you want to read that, it's like 3 paragraphs and stuff, but I'm just gonna go with the really basic TLDR version that they have, which is nicely put at the bottom. Stormwatcher's talent is sort of weather awareness and control, and their job is they're a freelance weather advisor, which is, I think that's really cool because of the fact that I've never actually seen like a job like that. It's usually like, I'm a weather pony, or maybe I work in a specific part of like a weather factory or something like that. But I think it's really cool to just be like they're working in weather. They're a Pegasus, or they're not even a Pegasus. They're a unicorn who works in weather as an advisor. It's like a meteorologist. It's cool. They live in Rainbow Falls. Their personalities, they're sort of a like nice and polite and cheerful kind of pony, but sort of keeps to themselves, and is a good pony to sort of talk to and be really heart to heart. But like when you first meet them, they're kind of apprehensive, and he doesn't really he seems a bit bitter. But as you get to know him, he opens up, which, I mean, he's a bit of a, I guess you could say it's a bit of a trope that gets used quite often, but I mean, the reason it is because it works, and it's a good way to build a character. And yeah, that's the basics of his backstory, or not backstory, but the character.
Awesome. Fantastic. Cool. Radical.
Righteous.
Tubular. Righteous. I think me and Medi can come to an agreement on this pony, considering they have the big long stories like I like, and the simple kitty baby version that Medi would totally dig.
Shots fired.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's got something for everybody on this piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad he doesn't interest me. So I don't care.
Oh, shit. I don't know. I mean, his style is kind of, like, bland and basic, but not in a terrible way. I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, he looks like he could just be another pony in the show. Like, if this was done in, show like, style. A more exact show style, I could be like, I don't remember seeing that pony. This is another pony in the show.
Pony. One thing, it's probably one of the only things I really would have to complain is aesthetically, because I like the color palette for this OC a lot, and I also really like the mane. I think the mane is really awesome. It has this nice original like style with that lightning bolt shaped forelock, as it neatly points out, is I think a really like cool thing that just sort of sets his hairstyle as being even more original. But I feel like the tail doesn't really match it.
I feel like your tail doesn't match it.
It is a little bit too jagged.
Yeah, I feel
it would
be like the swoops. The outer swoops would be more fine if the inside part where it switches between the light and darker colors, if they didn't have jagged points there, it would match more thematically. Especially since he's a relaxed character, the whole swoopy hair where it's...
The inside should be more of like swirls kind of thing. Swirls and swoops.
Swirls and swoops, especially since he, like it said, it's like he's a like cheerful, relaxed kind of character and stuff, and I feel like that would fit. Because I mean, if you really like actually analyze like the main six and stuff and their like main styles, it fits the character, which is one thing that's really cool. But I feel like that would help this character.
I think he looks fine. Like I said, he really didn't interest me in his little backstory, and I guess I'm not interested in the type of character he's being.
See, it wasn't really even his backstory, it was more just what the character is. His backstory has a lot more stuff to it. A lot more.
I guess. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because he only went to TLDR.
He didn't hit me with the TLDR, and then I don't really care to read more. Because it's like reading an opening arc explaining something. You're supposed to, I wasn't invested. You were supposed to invest me, but he obviously got you to care, so it works for him. It just didn't work for me. Now all the time it works.
Now I'm not sure. I would wonder if later when we're not recording, I haven't actually read his full story because I was in a rush and stuff, but I wonder if like actually reading his story would make you, or the like bits of story would make you care more.
I don't know.
Because I feel like a TLDR of like this variety isn't going to give you really a full scope.
It's not supposed to give me a full scope. It's supposed to get me interested so I can learn the full scope.
One thing I like is that it's not the same color for the cutie mark, or the main cutie mark color and the eyes, but it's similar because they're both a form of green. So you can sort of have some leeway to do either for the magic color, or maybe even include both somehow, because there's sort of multiple colors, which I think is really cool. And I think that if there's that's one thing that if you're going to be going with as few colors as possible, making those the same color or similar is nice. Words are hard.
Awesome. Sweet. Cool. Diet Fate has rolled a 4. That means we get to go to Smooth Sailing.
Aww.
Sorry.
I'm number 4. I want to go last.
Too bad.
This is Penelope Waters. She is Italian.
That's a stretch.
Dude,
no,
that's not a stretch.
Oh.
Yeah, you see, that was a stretch.
That's
version for a joke.
Okay.
Shh, don't tell them.
Anyway, go ahead, Smooth.
She works in the weather patrol team. Another weather... Oh my goodness. All of the ponies we've had to deal with so far have been weather of some kind. Snow, weather in general, and weather in general.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love how almost...
But her main thing is rainwater.
Yeah, but I love how almost every single week we have an actual theme, but subconsciously we have a second theme for almost all of our OCs.
Yeah,
yeah, that happens.
It's really fucking weird.
Usually that our second theme is the better theme.
Yeah. It happens. It does.
And
anyway,
she's a pretty fast flyer. If you notice, she does have heterochromia. She even put that in the description. Yes, she has heterochromic eyes. Blue and gold yellow. Her personality is... She's a take charge kind of mare. She knows what she wants, goes after it. If the want happens to be a stallion, she may or may not come kind of stalkerish, you know. But she's openly affectionate, and...
Hey, it's not considered stalking if she's cute.
Yeah, then it's cute. It's only creepy once it gets really creepy.
It's only creepy if they are really creepy.
Her family is the most important thing to her. Though she can't go into the family business, whatever that means.
Oh!
Oh, wait. She's Italian.
Oh!
Family business. Oh, never
We're gonna
mind.
get into that in a second. Go on.
And she has an earring with a cork on it. Because, you know, you never know when you might come across a manticore.
Yeah.
Or an open wine bottle. Because she's Italian.
I really dig... I really dig the fact that, it's got a lot of little things in a personality, like how heterochromia actually is a higher percentile within the Italian community. Also, look at that gold chain. If there's not one more Italian thing on this dame, it's gotta be the gold chain.
Are you trying for an Italian accent?
We're not talking shit about it, guys. Okay, so that I think the cutie mark is a little too much.
A little?
It's quite a bit too much. I think that the base idea of it would work. Just reduce it to fewer colors and keep it if it has to have a stroke. If you can, the more strokes you can avoid, avoid them.
If it has a stroke, she'll die.
Congratulations, Medi. Congratulations. 18 episodes in, and you finally made that joke. I'm happy for you.
I am too.
Yeah. Back to the cutie mark.
No, but I like the idea of the cutie mark though. It's really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Betty, what do you like and dislike about this OC?
I don't like her cutie mark.
Whoa.
What else, if anything?
Her flower's dumb. I don't like that, but whatever.
Okay, now listen here.
You little shit.
Because
Smooth, defend your OC.
Don't work together.
I'll agree the gradients are a bit weird. However...
Anyways, I don't like the earring, but that's 18 episodes in. We know this by now. I like her freckles.
Are those freckles or are they crumbs?
I don't fucking know. I don't care at this point.
But you gotta care, Medi. You gotta believe.
Yeah, we have to check every single one to make sure they're freckles and not crumbs, just because of that one that we had once.
Ginger snaps!
I do like her status. I like ponies being alive. That's also a good thing.
I like the earrings because I like earrings on ponies. I'm not quite sure how I feel about the whole cork thing, but that I don't know what to say, honestly. It's not a bad thing, it's just I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't understand the part where cork because stray manticore ever. Is that a thing?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Just canned cork.
I thought it would make more sense that she was just so Italian that she was if there's a wine bottle or something that's open, she'll close it or some shit.
Your design is so cute. And her tail kind of matches her mane.
Yeah.
She's so cute.
Yeah, her mane actually does.
The mane between mane and tail, they're roughly the same length. They have the same the same style of swoops. It's done well. I like mane and tail. I do think is that a perfect white? This seems
no, it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Yeah.
Nope. Look at her eye.
Yeah, look at that eye. You can see it's not white because the eyes are white and the body is not.
Honestly,
perfect.
Do you guys care if it's white or not, you fucking racist?
Oh
no,
my God.
I just like to be able to see between the eyes and the white. As long as I
it
can
helps
tell the
define it
difference.
I agree with Smooth about the whole gradient thing, but the flower itself is cute, the main style is cute. I'm not a huge fan of heterochromia, but I don't feel like it's jarring because the colors are in the OC.
Like
Why do so many ponies have heterochromia?
it's not that many. We've had 3.
But
I want
three.
to take a statistical comparison of the amount of OCs that we have been submitted that have heterochromia versus the amount of in the population of whatever is a good study for that.
Now listen here.
3 out of 144
that we have actually
by 3.
Oh man.
But I do think that it is nice because it gives the chain and earring something that they have, something that they can
thematically be similar to the actual pony themselves and be accented with.
Yeah, like the color scheme and whatnot.
Which I think is cool. I like that.
But you don't you don't necessarily need to do that though, because I mean, if it was just 2 regular blue eyes, that gold would help pop a little bit more. If there was more blue, because I mean, I hate to bring it back to suits, but if you're wearing a blue suit or a dark navy suit and a like white shirt, you can totally just put a gold tie with it and have little bits of blue in it. You can get away with not if you gave it heterochromia just to give it that little bit of blue and gold. Yeah, I don't believe it either. But if that is the reason, you don't have to. You can totally be regular if you want, and then everybody will be special.
But when everybody's special, nobody's special.
Smooth. Last word on your OC this week.
She's really cute. I like her. She's cute, and I like her. And her color palette is amazing, and she's cute, and I like her.
Fantastic. Moving on to Mummified's OC.
Dude, she didn't roll.
The best OC this
sweet
week.
Jesus Christ.
You have no idea how great this OC is. I think it is the greatest OC I have ever found in my entire life.
You're fucking stupid.
My pony this week is USA Pony. Alright?
Damn it.
It is the symbol of America ponified. Like, they couldn't get more American if she had like an AR-15 and apple pie and a beer riding a Kodiak bear.
Needs an Uncle Sam top hat.
Grizzly bear, and it's just like, oh, America. Look at her.
I feel
She's
like
so
this
happy.
theme is this theme just because of this pony.
No, it's the 4th of July. Come on. America.
Something smooth uncoded the secret mystery behind this episode.
Nope. But you know who does want to love this country?
This pony.
The person who made this, reporter-derpy, because sometimes she wishes she was an American. But backstory, or at least a little description. No cutie mark because the angle of the legs is rather uncomfortable, and pony wouldn't be able to be viewable anyway.
But if she did have a cutie mark, it'd probably be a bald eagle.
It probably would be, because fuck yeah.
It's also her enemy.
Yeah. Oh, shut up, Medi. Anyway, I really like it. Not just because it's woohoo America, but just because it takes all those little things that you could possibly do with like multiple colors, throws it all together, and makes this amazing piece. I mean, you got multiple colored wings, which is not a weird thing. It's been done in the show. They just expand upon it to include red, white, and blue. You got the Aqua Fresh or whatever the fuck, wavy mane, which has been done in the show, and then a bandana, which a lot of there have been a couple of ponies that have bandanas, and it just ties the whole piece together.
Have there been in the show?
Yeah, probably.
Somewhere.
I don't think so.
Don't question it. And then something that we haven't really talked about a lot on the show, but having a textured background to it as well.
Yeah.
That just gives it something that it can just stand apart from. And the fact that it's an American flag in the background just really brings it all home. Like, if it was just a clear background sitting on the bland green of DeviantArt, it'd be like, who cares? But since it's got a flag behind it, it's like, fuck yeah!
I think she's pretty cute. One sort of complaint I could have would be with the sort of the mane, and this is only like a complaint just because usually the mane is like a lot bigger and poofier, but it seems to be a lot closer to the head, and I don't know. It's definitely an original mane style, which is cool, and I like that. But I'm just trying to think how it like works works on a pony. Like ponies, their manes and the way that their hair grows is a bit different than humans. So yeah.
America.
Yeah.
I like her theme.
America.
She definitely fits her theme very well. I like her. She definitely has a very egotistical look on her face. Like, she loves herself more than anything in the world, and she's really proud to be an American. And that's a perfect representation of what an American pony should be. She fits her character perfectly from what it looks like. And even if her wings aren't actually red, white, and blue, I can totally see her, like, obsessing enough to spray paint them or just paint them red, white, and blue.
Die.
Nah, fuck. She's American. She's got to do as much damage to the economy, the ecosystem as possible.
So flying around with paint fumes everywhere.
Yes. Everywhere.
She says it makes her go faster, but still.
Like flames on the side of a car.
Exactly.
America!
And her speed trail is the American flag.
I actually kind of like the idea that she doesn't have a cutie mark because America still hasn't found its special talent.
America!
But yeah, she definitely fits the American theme. All she's missing is blue in her mane, but that would have ruined it for me.
I find it interesting how there's honestly not that much blue. It's like the bandana and the one part of the wing, and that's about it.
Well, I mean, look at the flag. There's not that much blue.
America!
I mean, there's a solid amount of blue.
It's 1/3 of the flag, Commander.
No, it's not. It's like a 1/6 of the flag.
It's not a.
It's not.
You want to go?
As much as the red and
guys,
white.
don't worry. Yeah. I'll get the exact answer. How much?
I swear to God.
No, I have a flag right here. It's not.
It's nowhere near. It's like a 1/6.
Yeah, either way, it's not the most predominant thing. America.
Oh my God, Mums, I'm gonna fucking like stab you at Everfree next week or next whatever.
Today?
When this is going on, stabbing will happen.
I really like the way that this pony is presented because I wouldn't say necessarily egotistical as Medi put it, but she's definitely got that sort of I'm hot shit kind of feel to her, which is really
egotistical.
No, she's prideful. She's not egotistical.
It's not quite egotistical because there is a line, and I don't feel that this pony has crossed it. America at times has, but I feel that this pony hasn't. And it represents more of. I feel like what almost is the like going with this OC is what America should be.
Pride.
Well, no. Yeah, pride part of it, but it should be something worth being. Because it's a lot more of a thing than just pride. I feel there's a lot more represented in a pony that's supposed to represent a country than just like, oh yeah, it looks prideful. I feel like it represents the idea, like it's meant to represent the ideals of what America should be and what it should stand for, which I feel that we have not quite lived up to. But I like this pony because it is sort of like trying to like push those ideals through just the representation of a pony. I think it's cool. That's what I get out of it.
Awesome. So since I brought it to the party, my last words on it, I really, other than me being silly and dinky and whatnot, I think, yeah, she just looks really cute. She's super happy. She's just really, like, hey, all right, ready to do this, guys. I'm hanging out. Like, I half expect her to be, like, on top of a float in the parade or something like that. Or
she's
no,
on the main float.
She's on the main float? Like, waving a flag, saying, hey, donate to our troops, buy war bonds, and just like, yeah, guys, let's go do it. So, that's that.